and Galeer, the kings of the ring. Dropkick the Commute, we're just getting started still. Mufussy and Galeer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dropkick the Commute, the only podcast where two guys are in a car, and there's a car, or two guys.
One guy is in a car.
One of them is in the car. The other guy is in his bedroom. Mufussy.
Hey.
That's who's in his bedroom.
It's
How you
me.
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Feeling very thankful. Feeling very stuffed.
Thanksgiving ended. We're past that. It's Christmas time.
I'm feeling a little cyber today.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, and oh man, it's good.
Yeah, it really makes you want to lock in for those Cyber Monday deals.
Yeah, and don't forget to go to Ko-Fi to give us money so that we can spend money on Cyber Monday deals.
Our money's not going towards that, Mufussy.
Oh, right. I mean, to support the podcast in every way.
This fucking guy.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Man.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm
Well,
just kidding, guys.
Okay. That's fine. But you know what we're not kidding about? I'm not fucking around here. Survivor Series 2024 War Games
Yes.
happened on Saturday. What were initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts, I don't know, it was decent. It didn't blow me out of the water or anything, but it was a good show. I had a good time. A lot of people are saying this is the worst WWE show of the year. Highly disagree. Crown Jewel was fucking dog shit.
Crown Jewel was ass.
And this was better than Crown Jewel, so, you know.
My initial thoughts are the matches that I had the bar set really high for, under-delivered, and the matches that I had the bar really low for, over-delivered.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love when that happens. But it sucked, too, because I was looking forward to the wrong things. I've been seeing that tweet going around, that guy saying that this was the worst show by design. Don't really know what the fuck that means. I don't think a multi-billion-dollar company like WWE would put on a bad pay-per-view on purpose. I think that's, as multi-billion-dollar as they are, maybe in a Vince era.
Yeah.
But even then, it's always kind of been about the fans. So
again, I just want to reiterate too. I personally did not think it was bad.
yeah, it wasn't god tier, but it wasn't dog shit like Crown Jewel. Like we were entertained. We were sports entertained tonight, and I think
true.
that's the important takeaway from War Games 2024. Yeah, I don't know why we would lower people's expectations going into what might be WWE's biggest year, but
Yeah, I don't really know what we're designing. But I'll tell you what was designed, MrGaleer.
what's that?
The Survivor Series match card, which we're gonna hop into right now.
Wow.
Starting off the show, we had the women's War Games match. We already have talked about the shit booking of this match and how it was, very last minute thrown together. High key really didn't need this, or at least have a fucking NXT women's War Games match at this point. Bring NXT onto Survivor Series. You brought them there before, do it again. But this match was really just tossed together, and I was not digging it for the first half at all.
I feel like it didn't pick up until everybody was in there.
Yeah, once everyone was in there, that's when it heated up. And I feel like with this War Games design, you should have compelling things throughout it to keep people's attention. We did not get that until pretty much, closer to the ending bit, but
It was a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of
leading up
nothing.
to the end.
Yeah, Nia looked real sloppy in this.
Mm-hmm.
Some of potentially the worst chair shots I've ever seen in my life.
Naomi as well.
Yeah, Naomi
Was,
too.
I mean, I feel like everyone all around. The only one who I can really say looked good was Io Sky, but that's only because she's known for like one thing in War Games matches, and that's doing the big moonsault. I got Bailey looked okay too, and then we did get, you know, the cash in portion of it where Tiffany almost cashed in. I thought that was a good angle, because this whole setup and the War Games match kind of made you forget that she had Money in the Bank, you know?
Right. Well, the thing is too, she didn't come out with it. She didn't come out with it. It was hidden in a trash can. So she brings the trash can into the ring later on. She's digging through it. There's some rope and stuff in there, some like weapons. She takes out the Money in the Bank when both Nia and Liv are on the ground, and she's like teasing the cash in, ready to go. She takes 20 years, as all people with Money in the Bank do. You know, she's deciding who to cash in on.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know who to pick. She goes to hand it to the ref. Fucking Io comes in with a fire extinguisher and goes, wah, psh, fucking sprays it all over the place.
Well, you know what's crazy about that is that Tiffany, Nia, I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know. I feel like the only people who should have beef with Tiffany cashing in are the champions.
Right.
Like, because, like, at the end of the day, if you're Bailey or Io Sky, you could be like, oh, we need an easier target, and Tiffany would be that easier target if she became champion.
Yeah.
So, like, let her cash in, and then I don't know. Maybe it's flawed logic, but I feel like it was a good opportunity, and it would have been an interesting thing to have a match like within a match.
Yeah, even Michael Cole
But
was
also,
saying, he was like, what would happen if she cashes in right now? He like commentary, both of them, they were like, I don't even know how the ruling would
How that
proceed,
works.
you know? Because like you
Yeah,
think
so,
when Seth Rollins cashed in at WrestleMania, like that turned into a triple threat right there, right then and there, you know? So like Survivor Series, would it like, if she pinned, would both matches end? Like how would that work?
I don't know, and I just, in my head, I keep thinking, okay, 2 matches in one. Do we just put the War Games on pause for a sec, or does she pin and win both matches?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I don't know either. So, or does it become a 10-person match for the women's
For the
championship?
That'd be funny.
That would kind of rule. I like that.
A 10-way for the championship all of a sudden. That'd be so funny. But yeah,
I could get behind it, but
yeah, really, this match, like, first half was really, really slow, and then the second half picked up a bit. You had some crazy spots, you know, Io did her moonsault. At the same time, Tiffany did a swanton off the top of the cage as well, so that was, like, the big spot there. Overall, like, do you think this did anything for, like, the storylines?
No, I really don't think it did anything.
Like, we have progressed nowhere.
Yeah, no, this didn't do anything for any stories. I was watching the SmackDown highlights the morning of, and even Anna, who doesn't watch wrestling, pointed out that the only thing she's observed about, like, the women's division is the Dom Rhea Liv thing, and she could kind of tell just based off of the one highlight from SmackDown that this was like a nothing match.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got the Bloodline, and obviously it's a long running story, the Bloodline thing, but you got the whole, like, serious meeting with Roman and CM Punk, and she's like, how come they don't get that?
Yeah, exactly.
And how come this isn't like a 4-year boiling story? And it's like, well, because we don't really care about the women's division right now, apparently.
Yep. Which sucks.
So, it does. It does. So,
it's so crazy to me, like, considering that the women's division on NXT is so much different and so
on fire,
much better. Yeah, it's insane to me. Like, the women's division in NXT is literally the best women's division in wrestling right now. It's like fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't know where we go from here. I think it's just Rhea versus Liv, and then Bailey versus Naomi, or Bailey versus Nia, or something like that.
And Tiffany, like, getting in there still.
Yeah, it's been the same thing all summer into the fall, now almost into the winter.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
And meanwhile, you know, again, just like giving a whole lot more meaning to the other matches. I'm really hoping the mid-card titles do something and help us out a little bit here, because I just hate to see it.
Yeah.
Because women, we know how good women's wrestling can be.
Yeah.
We're by no means regressing, I don't think, because I don't think we'll ever re-enter any sort of like Divas era again.
No, I don't think so at all.
I think we're far past that.
Well, I think the introduction of these two titles, you know, it is even further. It's like progression, but also it's like you're not booking them well, so it's like you got to figure something out here. So yeah, like you said, hopefully these two titles help, and hopefully some of these stories can actually start to take place and stuff. The biggest surprise of the night: LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought the match was like decent. It was like pretty all right. Shinsuke won.
Yeah.
They counted the 1, 2, 3 after the Kinshasa, and I was like, what the fuck?
They buried LA Knight.
They buried him. He's done for. No, I don't think they buried him. Like, I'm not mad about it. I don't think this is gonna kill LA Knight in any way, shape, or form. But I was just like, whoa. Like, it was just very unexpected, you know?
That being said, what did you think of his title run overall as a whole?
Well, similar to what we talked about last week, I think it got overshadowed by Carmelo and Andrade. I think that having them do an 8-match series while LA Knight is on the sideline looking, like, he would do his title defenses, but then Andrade and Carmelo would come out. So it's like the title defense didn't even matter, because that's what you should be focusing on as Andrade and Carmelo. Having that whole thing, an 8-match series, and then him just winning like a mad triple threat, it really made it feel flat. So I don't know. It was great when he won it. Wrestling's about moments, right? So LA Knight winning was great. Shinsuke Nakamura winning was unexpected, a surprise, and great. So we'll see where it goes from here. But what do you think of the match overall?
Yeah, I think it was just like it was a very short match. It kind of like, I kind of wasn't fully paying attention to it, and then all of a sudden 1, 2, 3 Shinsuke wins. I'm like, oh
yeah,
I loved it though. I like Shinsuke's gimmick.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought of like this new presentation of him. It's like very mysterious heel, you know?
Yeah, I love it, because he's already like a weird guy, and it just like fits him. I don't know, it fits him. Heel Shinsuke has been a thing before, but this is like heel Shinsuke with aura. With aura.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Oh my God, he's everything.
I like it. I'm really interested to see where this goes with Shinsuke.
Yeah.
I imagine LA Knight is gonna, you know, continue to be involved with the US title in some way, but we'll see what happens. I don't think they're going to push him up to the main title for a while, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I just hope he stays relevant.
The island of relevancy. Put him in the bloodline. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
My match of the night, Bron Breakker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser. Holy shit, man. They beat the piss out of each other.
This was a banger.
After banger after banger.
Yeah, it was good. And again, it's like everyone in this match had something.
Yeah.
For everyone. There was something for everyone, and there was like This again is a good. This is like the indoctrination, in my opinion, of like Ludwig Kaiser.
Triple H said on the post show, he's like, I think a very overlooked talent is Ludwig, and I 100% agree with that. Like you see him in a match every once in a while, and you're like, oh damn, he's pretty good. But this was really like, hey, he can hang with like legends. Like Sheamus is a legend, and Bron Breakker is fucking crazy. Obviously not a legend
Breakker
yet,
is
but
meathead jock.
yeah. So Ludwig really was great in this match against those two, and he deserves to be there in like a singles run.
I could see a title on him alongside Gunther.
Yeah, that would be sick.
If Gunther holds on to it for a while,
yeah,
have him draped in gold, the two of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
And Sheamus got pretty close too.
Yeah, he did.
I really need him to win that championship too.
Yeah, that's the only one he's missing. In case you couldn't tell from commentary, saying it 87 times, that is the only title that has eluded him in his career. It was really, really intense. Lots of just physicality. Like Sheamus is back after the match. He got hit with the shillelagh like a million times.
Yeah.
He takes a beating in all of his title matches, and Sheamus proves that he's a future Hall of Famer. Like, he's fucking insane, man.
Oh yeah, dude. And Sheamus is actually like my GOAT from when I started watching wrestling. He's always been there.
Yeah.
And he's like still kicking, and he's jacked, and he's put on good matches.
Gunther versus Damien Priest. I actually liked the in-ring stuff at this in this match better than their SummerSlam match. I thought it was really decent. But of course, we had to have Finn Balor interfere at the very end and interfere and fucking coup de grace Damien Priest.
I knew that it was gonna happen. Like I knew. I was like, it's not gonna be a clean win because I think they're gonna protect Damien. And like, yeah, he hasn't really been messing with Judgment Day lately, but I felt it in my bones that like Finn was gonna show up, and that is not over yet, apparently.
Yeah, which is
so.
I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, but I understand it.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just like, man. And the thing with Gunther, too, is Gunther was trying to make it a point. He's like, I need to win this by myself. I got to do this. I got to get my aura back. And Finn comes out, does the coup de grace, and then Gunther fucking boots him in the face. So I imagine something's going to happen with Gunther and Finn, perhaps.
Maybe. Oh, give me a triple threat. That would be a good triple threat.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Then there's like a story there's two stories within it.
Right. Gunther needing his aura back, and then you have the fucking... Yeah, but then if you do a triple threat, then they're just gonna continue Priest and Finn after that. Even further.
Maybe not. I don't know. Have them... I just could see this as an easy way for Priest. This is where I'd be okay with it, is like triple threat. Priest pins Finn, so Gunther gets off scot-free. And then like a world title match between Finn and Damien that has like a ton more meaning behind it. I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
Because they've only had one match between them. They could do their classic, like, best of 3 or whatever, maybe. I don't know.
Something like that.
And then just push Damien.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the trajectory that we're going for.
I think so. Like
fucking strapping the rocket to Damien.
Yeah. I don't think this world heavyweight run for Gunther is going to be as long as his IC run. I don't think that's going to be the case. I wouldn't be surprised if Damien gets it back like sometime early next year.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. So
Have a
But
triple
yeah.
threat at Royal Rumble. Or, alternatively, let's fantasy book some Rumble shit, you know? Let's say, like, Damien wins the Rumble. Or Damien wins a world title match against Gunther at Royal Rumble. And then, like, Finn wins the Royal Rumble.
no, don't say that. We need Ilya to come back and win the Royal Rumble.
I know. Well, it just sucks because when it comes, and this is going to be interesting because this is the first time we're going to cover the Royal Rumble as a podcast, but like, it sucks because every year you almost always know who's going to win. Last year it was like, okay, it's either going to be Cody or Punk. The year before it was like, obviously it's Cody.
Yeah.
Year before that, fucking Brock went. At first, I was like, okay, maybe like Matt Riddle will win or someone. And then Brock lost the title at the beginning of the show, and it was like, okay, Brock's winning the Rumble tonight, guys.
Year before that was
before
Edge.
That one I actually was the last one where I really didn't know who was going to win. I did not expect Edge to win the Rumble.
Yeah, and that was a crazy one.
Just because he was back so soon. The Drew one, everyone had kind of been talking about it, so... and he was getting a crazy push at the time, so it made sense that that he was winning that, and then so there's like 9 times out of 10, you kind of either have a feeling or you hear the fucking rumors swirling around, and it ends up being that guy. So
do you think they would make Cena win the Rumble?
oh fuck yeah, he's coming back. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Do you think they would make him win?
I honestly think they would. I really hope they don't because I'd love for them to give it to, like, more of an up-and-comer.
I think if anything, have Cena win Elimination Chamber or something.
Right, and then go for the one that the other guy's not going for.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I keep forgetting about Cena coming back, dude. It's... he's not in front of me, so it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, Cena coming back is going to be a game changer.
It's going to be so wild, dude. I don't even know. Yeah. So, but we can talk more Royal Rumble fantasy booking as we get closer to it.
Yeah.
We got one match left on the card.
Our final match of the night, main event, New Bloodline versus OG Bloodline. This was really good. I really enjoyed it. We had some cinema, if you will. Lots of tension between Punk and Roman.
Oh my God, just kiss already.
They need to. They need to just make out. They probably did. They probably smooched in that cage when the camera wasn't on them, let's be honest. But there was a moment where I believe it was Punk, Roman, and Sammy in the cage. The 3 of them were in there. And Punk was going to go out. Roman puts his arm in front of Punk and tells Sammy to go out there. So Sammy goes to the cage and all that. Match continues. It goes back to them eventually. And it's either Roman or Punk goes out. Roman is slowly walking towards the entrance of the cage. And Punk shoulders him, goes right past him, heads to the ring. Cage shuts, and Roman is pissed. He's pissed.
Yeah. Why are they mad at each other? Is it because they got Paul hurt?
Well,
is it because they hurt Paul Heyman?
Yeah. Are you talking about like Punk?
Like why are they? I don't know. Why are they not fond of each other? I'm trying to like.
Did they show the vignette on SmackDown of like the face to face?
Yeah.
So,
but like, I was trying to make sense of it.
It's because Punk came back with Paul Heyman, essentially, right? Well, Paul Heyman came back with Punk, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's being very cryptic with Roman, and CM Punk is like, okay, you're gonna owe me a favor. And then on that vignette specifically, Roman was like, yo, Paul, what's the favor? And he's like, I'll tell you when this is all done. So they're being very secretive. And
yeah,
Heyman at the end of the show Well, and on SmackDown last week, like, he didn't leave the ring with Roman. He left the ring with Punk and the Usos. And then Roman came in. So I think Roman knows that Paul Heyman's being a little slimy right now.
He's being a little sus.
And he's jealous. He's like, you're trying to steal my wise man. And Punk was like, he's my wise man first, bitch.
Why can't we share?
They can't share. Paul Heyman is not one to share.
Well, at this point, I'd pin Paul Heyman to the bloodline and not Punk.
Yeah.
Because he played such a huge role in it, you know?
So, yeah, so they're pissed at each other. Roman ends up... So Solo comes out. Solo's the last one on the new bloodline. He goes to the ring, and he has his own lock somehow.
Yeah.
And he locks the cage door shut and starts beating the shit out of everyone. It's time for Roman to come out. Roman comes out, goes to the War Games cage, and he's like, how the fuck am I getting in? You know, we kind of thought that we were going to get a door rip open like Mark Henry. That is not what we got. He's trying to get in. He's like, shit, what the fuck? So he climbs the cage from the outside. Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga climb up. You know, he knocks them down. He ends up getting into the cage, cross bodies the new bloodline, starts beating the shit out of everyone, and the OG bloodline is reunited. They're strong. Roman picks up everyone except CM Punk. CM Punk stands up. He's like, what the fuck, man? And they have a stare down. And I actually fucking loved this, and this popped me. And it's kind of lame and dorky, but I thought it was so fun. Paul Heyman walks out. He does his waddle out. He stands outside the cage, and he's like, guys, you have to be united. This is War Games. And
so corny.
Then they open the door, and the match officially starts. And shit goes crazy, man.
A lot of stuff happened. You got your tsunami.
At
what cost?
I know. So I was so excited. I was like, if Bronson Reed is in this match, I'll be okay with it as long as he does a tsunami from the top of the cage. He fucking did. He went right through a table. Punk saved Roman from getting, 350 plus pounds from 20 feet up onto him. So Bronson does the tsunami and apparently shattered both his ankles.
God.
So
did you see the video I sent you?
That shit bent.
Yeah.
He pulled an Adam Copeland here and really fucked up his ankle. And when Jimmy Uso did the Uso splash off the cage, he broke his toe. So
such a specific thing to break.
Yeah.
From Uso splash.
Yeah. So we got 2 injuries from this match. Maybe more. Who knows?
They're not working safe.
They're not working safe. This is a spot fest.
I loved Jacob Fatu no-selling Punk's moves.
So good.
That really got me.
Dude, the bulldog onto the toolbox.
My favorite thing about the toolbox is, like, I was watching with some non-wrestling people, and they're like, why doesn't he go in the toolbox? Like, I want to know what tools are in there. And I was like, they just use the toolbox. It's a whole thing.
Sometimes they open it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was crazy. And then the end was the big moment where the new bloodline, everyone is down. Solo is in the ring on the right, standing up. OG bloodline surround him. Everyone hits their finishers on him. Finished with Punk doing a GTS. Solo bumps off the rope, and then Roman spears him. They get the pin and finish the match.
Cinema.
This was everything.
Oh God, this was everything and also nothing. No, it was good. It was good. Solid War Games. I liked their one from 2 years ago was better though.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Mufussy.
Yes. That's me.
We tied.
We did tie, so you have retained the DTC Inokota Nano.
Can you hold it up for me since I don't have it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool. I got to get my own, guys. Don't worry about it.
Galeer, you are the winner. I'm handing it to you again.
I'm grabbing it. Give me. Give me it. Give me the belt. Give me the belt. Yeah, and still, etc. What would you rate this premium live event?
I would rate Survivor Series War Games 2024 a 3.42 drop kicks out of 5.
Solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.24.
Whoa!
Drop kicks out of 5.
Whoa!
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Whoa! Yeah, no, again, overall, decent PLE, nothing crazy. Didn't knock our socks off at all. How are you feeling about Saturday night's main event coming up? Do you care?
I care about Kevin versus Cody, but I was very disappointed because I didn't know. I thought it was happening at Survivor Series.
Yeah, no.
And so I worry with 2 more weeks to go. I feel like this has already kind of heated up a ton. I feel like it's going to lose. I feel like it had the perfect amount of heat going into it. And I feel like it's just going to lose steam over the next 2 weeks.
I don't know. I see why you're worried, but I don't know. I think they can keep it going.
And then what else? The tournaments are going to end there?
Well, the Intercontinental...
Or at least the United States one.
The United States one is going to end at Saturday night's main event, but the Intercontinental will not. I don't know when that's going to end.
I am more excited for Deadline than I am for Saturday night's main event.
We have Deadline coming up this Saturday. We will do predictions on the next show. Galeer, thank you for having me join you on this wonderful episode of Dropkick the Commute.
Dude, it's been a joy to have you.
It has.
Wholeheartedly a joy.
I know. I'm great.
Yeah, you're like, there's nothing wrong with you.
No, not at all.
At all.
No, nothing.
No. Nothing.
Nothing.
And that's why you guys should give us money. Donate. The Ko-Fi in the description. Go donate. Go follow us on everything. And find us on Spotify. Give us 5 stars. If you're on Spotify right now, go give us a sub on YouTube because you can see our beautiful faces.
Damn right. Yeah, you can see our faces on Spotify as well. I've been uploading them as video episodes.
Oh!
Yeah.
See, these are the things. These are the secrets of the trade.
Goo goo gaga and all that.
Who's watching video on Spotify though?
Yeah, I don't know. If you're watching video on Spotify, comment down below.
Yeah, we need metrics on this.
We need metrics.
This is important.
Yeah. Woo! Beep beep.
Dropkick the Commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.